Welcome to the How Do You View podcast with your host, Griffin Stein. Today our guest is Keyokor Callins, motivator, bus driver, shoulder to lean on, motivator. Man, enjoy the episode. Welcome to the How Do You View You podcast with our special guest, Keyokor. How you feeling today?
I'm good.
So the reason I reached out was because I saw that you did that, the thing at the Veterans Hall. Can you explain that to the people with a true introduction? Introduce yourself so they know.
All right. Hey, everybody. I'm Keyokor. I'm native of Dallas, Texas, but as everybody know, I grew up here in Richmond. Been here since '89, the city of pride and purpose. And Portland Junior High, Kennedy, a little bit of De Anza, CCC graduate, and Southside, North Richmond, been in Pinot, lived in San Pablo. So I'm an all-around Richmond person. This is home in a sense. And as far as the segment with me and my two collaboratives, Cash the Motivator and the boy Pooh, we got together and we started to feel like that Richmond had a high rate of depression and anxiety. So we needed to tap into some souls, try to reach out and touch a few people. I started just getting on Instagram and using IGTV and Facebook as an outlet to get some of my frustrations or my emotions out. And it turned out that other people needed to hear it.
Felt the same way.
Okay.
Yep.
I started getting inboxes and DMs about suicide thoughts, and my post for the day would make their day or have them put the bottle down. And I said, oh, hold on. When I was younger, they used to say I talk too much. I say, wait a minute. I might be talking this much for something. So we started to get together and put some stuff together. And so we are called 3 Hard Truths.
3 Hard Truths.
And we are going to be an ongoing group. And there will be many sessions. And really excited about this podcast thing because I'm trying to tap into that too.
Oh, yeah.
So we're here to help and promote love, black love, white love, Peruvian love. I'm all about love. It don't matter what it is because love, it conquers all. And that's just pretty much what that is. I'm here to be a voice for those that don't have one.
How did you 3 hook up?
The boy Pooh, his name is Michael Fulmore. He's a native of Richmond as well. We grew up in the same neighborhood around the south side of Richmond. I was friends with his older brothers. And I watched him grow from a boy to a man, and we were sitting. I asked him, could we have a talk one day? I had an idea, and he just had that aura about him. And I asked him a few questions. We were talking, and the conversation got real in depth. We were having an in-depth conversation. And I'm one of the women that feel like I shouldn't have to train a man how to love me.
Yeah.
At a certain age, you feel like you should be a man.
You should know something.
Right.
Yeah.
And so he made a valid point where some men haven't been taught how to love a woman. And it made a little sense. And then he went a little further. He said, if you don't teach me, how will I learn? Because everybody's different. And so I started thinking, teach you, that means I got to sit down and write stuff and you need to study it. But we have to study our mates, right?
You should do.
So he made a valid point with that, and it drew my attention even more. So now I'm like 2 women and 1 man. We can put some stuff together.
Yeah.
And he's been through some stuff. You feel me? I've been through some stuff, and he going to give me his male perspective. I'm going to get a female perspective. Oh, I made a hit. That's what it was. Kashinda, Miss Cash the Motivator, her name is Kashinda Wilson. She's on all the social media. She does podcasting as well. And she is just someone I ran into in the neighborhood that was doing good things for people. People would be having funerals. She would be helping with the repasts. And one day we ran into each other and trying to help a family. Wow. And we just hit it from there because she has this really great spirit about her. And we hit it off, and when I came to her with it, she said, I've been waiting for you to say it.
Wow.
It was like a confirmation for me.
Yeah.
You feel me? So here we are in 2020, and I've been having this vision for a while, but everybody used to say, girl, you talk too much. Man, I do sometimes.
Yeah, but I do they listen? So that's what the thing is some people, when you got a little loquacious kid who just
exactly.
So but like you were saying, the how he said you have to teach people. You can teach kids when to talk and when not to talk, and how to talk and when to talk. And you want to talk, let me show you something to talk about that you know that you get.
Right.
Let me show you. Let me learn. You can learn this. How do you feel you connect with people? Because you said they hit you though now.
Yeah, that's the crazy part. So what I never wanted to put a person on blast.
Yeah.
So if somebody came to me, I would never say anything. And then I would go to one of my friends and be like, hey, I had a person from like 15 years ago hit me and asked me, could we talk? And it was deep, right? So in the process of doing this, and then I'm learning that I'm really helping people, I say I need to bring it out a little bit more, put a little bit of proof out there so people can believe. Because a lot of people talk, but they not walking that talk. So what I would do is I start to screenshot some stuff, black out some stuff, names and stuff, but let you see the message or the correspondence between me and the other person.
To show that it's helping.
And to show that it's helping, and to know that me, little old me, I'm the average person. I'm not ain't no big eyes and little U's with me.
Yeah.
We all one. We were all created in God's creation. And I'm loving people unconditionally. And so I said, let me put it out there. And as I put things out there, other people would hit my line. And I'm glad you said that today, because I wasn't feeling it. I'm about to give up. No, we're not giving up and we're not giving in.
No.
Because it can always be worse, right? So from there, it went to other people saying, can you come in and talk to my students? I said, hold on now, wait a minute, where I'm going with this. But let me tell you what did it. I'm in church one Sunday. Well, I believe we're going to church, giving God some time, right? Not there all the time. I'm not the holier than thou people. I'll let them lay hands on me and I'm jumping in. I don't do all that. Yeah, okay, let me just get my spirit the way we get it. So I'm at church, and my pastor, really great pastor. He's not just my pastor, but he's a friend. And I hadn't even talked about my vision to him, but his dad used to always say it. He used to always say, you need to come out that corner, you can't hide. Bring it on out, you got to give. So I'm like, I go to church. I'm sitting back in the back row. They didn't have prayer line, right? I don't want to go for prayer because I always cry during prayer. It's just like they talking to you. So I'm like, I ain't going for prayer. I'm sitting back there, shaking my leg, looking around. Pastor get done. He go to the pulpit. He look back there. He say, call me Sister Kiki. Come up here. I said, huh? I'm looking like, who? Not today. Get me up there. He speak my life. Not where the church could hear him. He looked at me before he, put his hand on my head to pray for me. He spoke my life. He spoke the confirmation of, you have to keep doing what you're doing. You're a big influence in your community. You're a big influence on the social media. You don't know how many lives you can impact and change. And so here I am.
Wow.
I'm here to give it all.
What was that vision be in like 10 years with you three, or even if it's just you, what would that be? Would that be a mega church? Would that be a mega church with you at the head?
I'm saying that's what I'm like.
They have them in Dallas.
I'm scared, right? I'm about to, relocate for a little while, move over a little bit just to try something different, and I might not come back with the cost of living in the Bay Area. Stop playing.
Why would you?
I can't afford it. Even if with the mega church, I don't think I can afford the mortgage payments here.
I know that's ridiculous. But what would it be a counseling office that you would like, or would it be like I said, a church? Would it be what do you see manifested? Or are you just doing as you do with it?
At first, I was just doing what I was doing in the moment.
Yeah.
It was like, let me just take it month to month to see where I can go. But a 10-year vision, owning my own center, the doors are open for everybody, even the kids. I want a kid center where when mom and dad are coming in and they need to be in a session, because I don't want to be closed in the office. One of the reasons I left the healthcare field from doing billing and coding and medical reception work is that I didn't like the closure of the office. I'm a bus driver now.
Yeah.
Proud to say that. Because back in the day, we used to have to ride the back of the bus. Now I'm driving it, right?
Yeah.
So I'm a bus driver because I got that freedom and that peace of being outside. So I don't want to be closed in. I want a center, though. But I want to branch out where we in the parks.
Yeah.
We got a platform and we up there in open forum. And you don't have to feel intimidated. I want it to be comfortable. But there's a center for everything. Because I have a daughter who's disabled.
Yeah.
With the rare eye disease keratoconus. She's 18. So while other people's children are getting college acceptance letters, my daughter had to struggle to just pass the classes.
Wow.
Right? And it's a struggle because I've been having to pay out of my pocket. A lot of insurances didn't help with that because they didn't cover it with UC Berkeley. So I'm struggling with a lot of things. So I want that center to include living with disabilities too. Because my whole foundation is dealing with anxiety and depression. Because in all the aspects of our life, whether you're bound with a disease, diabetes, the keratoconus, cancer, every disease brings about some type of depression and anxiety because you get anxious about the medicine. Oh, I got to take chemo. So then you start to be depressed because your life is not your life anymore. You're surrounded by doctors and needles and people telling you what you can and cannot do. Yeah. Who wants to live that life? If you're married, you're dealing with depression when it comes to, oh, we're not getting along, but we've been married 25 years. We don't want to say our marriage failed, so I'm going to stay in this marriage and just deal with it so I don't say it didn't work.
And shorten my life.
And shorten my lifespan because I got high blood pressure because I don't like you and you don't like me. It's not no type of sexual relations going on more because it's just gone. You feel me?
You don't even like
or we stand together for the kids. And depression and hello, because kids see what we don't see. Yeah. And depression and anxiety comes from that. Or the parent and child relationship. My child just don't listen. I know I raised them right. And that's me. I got a 22-year-old. Same exact zodiac sign. So we Virgos together, right? We pulling at each other hair. I want to choke her. She want to choke me. We just don't get along.
Just don't know.
But the love is never ending. But I get anxiety when I think about her not being at home with me anymore. She's on her own. I'm like, oh, I hope she's driving safely. You know, and then when she don't answer her phone, now I'm anxious.
Yeah.
Now I'm twiddling my thumb. I'm calling her. Everything comes with an anxiety or depression.
Why is it so prevalent now, though? I don't remember, like, anxiety. I don't remember that as a kid. Now it's like,
for one, I think it's the milk that we drinking. It's something in this water. But on a serious note, I do not know. But when you read the quarterly reports, it's more anxiety medication being ingested than I've ever understood.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. Actually, that's what I mean. They're prescribing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
they prescribe it, and we are not self-advocates. I tell people all the time, self-advocacy. Learn it, understand it, own that thing, and then become an expert at it. You know why? Because if you just believe in my mistake, again, I'll go back to me, and I say me, and I say we, because I've been that person that didn't advocate for myself. And when they told me I had diabetes, I knew nothing about the thing called A1C, which is the blood level number that tells you where your insulin and stuff production lies, right? So I instantly started taking this medicine called metformin because it makes you lose weight, and they always base everything on your weight. It makes you instantly lose weight because you can't eat or drink because you're constantly running to the bathroom, right? And if you don't go right then, you all in trouble because now you're embarrassed because you're all over yourself, right? Yeah. So I started taking this medicine. Now I'm on the medicine, I just can't quit. Now I got to get another medicine because the metformin starts to mess with your kidneys, and you need a blood pressure pill to help protect the kidney. So now I'm on 3 medications. I said, in the name of Jesus, somebody lie.
Wow.
And it's because all about.
This is not the first time I heard that.
No, it's a money thing. So the doctors are in on it. Now you got some real good doctors that care about you and will try to get you off of it all. But we don't know that the more medicine they put you on, the more the pharmaceutical companies make. And now you're on this medication you can't even wean yourself off of, because when you start weaning yourself off of it, you start having other health problems.
That gave you enough.
It gave you enough depression and anxiety. Because when I tell you I was stressed out, I'm at work, I'm like, I got to go to the bathroom. I got to go to the bathroom. My supervisor's like, hold on, I'm about to write you up. I'm like, I got to get a note from the doctor so I can tell y'all what it is.
Yeah.
It causes that because who wants to be in trouble at work?
No.
So again, I'm anxious. And I'm like, if I lose my job? Because I tell everybody I'm a little different because I'm a motherless and fatherless child. If I fall off my game,
where's the
I become homeless.
Where is the
If you fall off yours, you got mama or daddy. So we different.
It's a different outlook.
It's a whole different outlook. Yeah. Baby, because when my mama and them was paying rent in Richmond, they was getting houses 3 and 4 bedrooms, 700-800. It was different.
Yeah, it was different.
I'm stressed out right now trying to figure out how I'm going to pay a $2,000 rent payment on top of water, gas, you know. I can't get no cable because I can't afford Xfinity. So I'm working all these hours. The pay is good, but by the time I get my check, it's all gone.
It's gone.
You need a good running car so you can get to work, right? Public transportation will drive you crazy. So I'm going to need me a car with a warranty on it, so I'm going to pay that money.
Got to.
Now,
that's a tragic ass circle, right?
Hello, and in that whole circle, right at the base of it, forget what you see on the surface. We got depression and anxiety laying there again. Make you think about it, huh?
Yeah, it's weak. Really, is what it is. It's like how you get you switch one slavery for another one.
One for another, and us as a people, and I'ma just call us out, Black people. We wonder why when we look at white families that they aren't having babies at 18 and 19. Mm-hmm. They're going to the 4-year universities, even doing 10 years to get that doctorate. And then when they saved $150,000, because they done did all the math on diapers and shoes, and so they wait till they 30, 40, start having kids, so they financially secure. But some of that works against them because the discipline area. You feel what I'm saying?
What you gonna do at 55 with an 18-year-old?
And then we wonder why so many mass family murders happen.
Because they younger. They'll go in there like, you can't even run, you old.
Right. And us as, in our generation, we had, especially in the South, they made you go outside and pick your switches. You had to get 3.
I remember.
And they used to braid them together and they wet them. And you watching them, so another anxiety and depression.
I was going to say, nigga, that's torture.
Wait, no, they did it. Because when I was in elementary school, they had the fiberglass paddle at the principal's office. So if you knew you were going, you knew you were in trouble. So you see how much this anxiety and depression we build up in life?
Yeah.
And if you didn't have one of them childhoods where your mom and them was giving you the golden spoon, so you had to be ashamed to go to school or go to the parties because you couldn't dress like your friends. Because I had the type of parents where my mom was a stay-at-home mom, my dad worked 2 jobs. We had everything we needed. And I was cool with my Mervis little Express, match my T-shirt and my cute little jeans and then fold them over at the bottom and cuff them up. I was cool like that. But I had friends that was rocking K-Swiss, different K-Swiss every week, and everybody still buying Jordans. I didn't get that, right?
Guess jeans.
Hello, Guess jeans. I could never fit them anyway, so I just left it alone.
I thought it was for girls, personally, until I saw a dude wearing it. I was like, I didn't know they made this for dudes. With a matching jacket.
With a matching jacket. And, you forgot they had the belts, too. You know how Gucci doing it, right? Everybody with the Gucci belts. They had them Guess belts for you.
I don't remember that.
Because, all you have to do is tuck your T-shirt in the front. You know how the thugs doing it today.
So they can show it?
Show the belt. I've never been a name brand person. I like quality stuff. But it's just not have to be name brand.
Yeah, okay.
I used to go in Kmart and get some quality stuff about that thing. I miss them people. Bring us on back. Toys R Us. Could y'all come back to the hood?
They say Toys R Us is back. It's just they doing like a real small shop in New York only.
Oh, okay.
So I
think we got to travel.
I ain't going at all.
I'm not going.
Not for that. I don't have no kids to buy nothing for.
Oh. You want a goddaughter? Because I need a goddaughter. I need somebody to be like, you okay today? You sure, baby?
Oh, I can do that without dying, sir.
Because it's crazy because one of the biggest lie I've told myself, and there's a meme that says it too. The biggest lie I've ever told myself is, I'm okay. People ask you okay? You need anything? Your pride of how you say, no, I'm good. In the house, starving to death. Don't want nobody to know you're struggling.
I've done it.
Don't want nobody to know you're struggling, but you know what I learned a long time ago in the church? Don't block my blessing, not accepting this blessing I'm giving to you. I was told that a long time ago.
So what does that means when somebody asks
When somebody offers you something, if they ask you what you need, you don't have to tell them. But when somebody walks up to you and say they hand you this card, and you're like, oh, no, I don't want it. Accept the card. Say thank you. Take it on with you. If you don't like what's in it, when you get home, discard it. Don't block their blessing, because if it's been put on their heart to bless you and you don't take it, you're blocking it.
I have a problem with acceptance.
Oh, I do too.
But what is that? Like in your opinion, what do it?
I've been battling with that because I'm one of them people you'll say, what you doing for your birthday? Right? I'm like, I don't know. Probably just gonna go, dinner or something. I'm simple. Yeah. But when your birthday coming, I just started planning 3 months in ahead. Baby, I'm about to surprise you with these balloons. You about to get this cake, this specially made cake. I'm going to go ahead and spend a little money on your cake because I know you like it. Stuff like that. But I don't like to take from people. I've always felt like being a giver was better. And I don't give for recognition.
No.
Because it's been times when I really didn't have it. I remember a time I needed to pay my PG&E bill. But I heard the woman talking at work. Now, mind you, I'm in a 4-bedroom house at the time. PG&E running $250 a month.
Yeah.
Now, I'm by myself, right, at this point, I'm hearing her talk about not having gas to get back and forth to work. And we already know how that works. The job don't care if you got gas money. You better do it. So I took it upon myself to get this woman, because I do the calculation. She need like $156 for the next 2 weeks. I went ahead and robbed Peter and paid Paul, in a sense, to make sure she came to work.
Wow.
And she didn't even know I did it. Because you can do stuff anonymously.
How?
So she just slide it in the envelope. Don't use my handwriting. Get a little sticker or something. You can't even trace me by my handwriting. Huh. But there's been times where I didn't have it to give, but it was on my heart.
Yeah.
And I was always told that first mind, you go ahead and follow that. My blessing came later on. When I tell you, it came like a whole year or so later on. Because 2018, 2019 was horrible for me. But this 2020 looking real good. And I'm not even talking about financially, because sure, I'm a little hungry right now. I was going to ask you when you were going to buy me lunch.
Yeah. You can go next door to the black-owned thing, see what they got. Oh, no, she over there. They having like a...
They're having a job fair. And you know what? I'm glad you brought that up, because we are here in the city of Richmond, right? McDonald Avenue is the avenue to so many places, so many of our little outskirts neighborhoods. We don't even know that there is a black-owned deli, and we running over the subway. We don't know that there's a black-owned coffee shop, and I'm over there giving what me and you said $9.07. I think it's like $9.07 at Starbucks. And there's a black-owned coffee shop right here on McDonald Avenue, you guys. We don't even know.
Beans.
With African beans. It might be better than them coffee beans Starbucks is giving me, huh?
Homogenizing, yeah.
We don't even know about our own city.
I try to tell people, because I don't know. I haven't walked down McDonald in so long. But, you know, you try to do, like you said, what's on your heart to do. Mm-hmm. And then, you know, you sit in front of the TV. You go home and you like, I'm tired.
You get comfortable because you didn't work.
I gotta cook this, so then you don't get up and you don't fellowship with people like you should. And that's another reason why I'm doing this podcast, is because I have plans and I don't talk to people well.
Okay.
I feel like I don't. I feel like it's always something missing. It's always. I told my auntie, I was like, yeah, I don't really look in people's eyes because I think I can see how they feel about me, and I don't like that. Because some people I can tell when people.
I know when you staring me down or trying to look through me.
Yeah,
some stuff you can see.
So I don't. That's why sometimes I don't look in certain people's eyes, because it's like, because I think you lying to me, and if I look at you and I get confirmation, I'm gonna walk away from you.
Right, it's gonna be a problem.
It's gonna be a problem. Yeah. So yeah, it's stuff all around here, and it's kids that needs help. It's just not. It's not just it's not money all the time. Sometimes it's just time.
Right.
So that's why because like I said, I didn't get a chance to go to y'all's the thing, the depression.
Holiday depression. We're going to keep this together. Holiday depression. Okay. Yes.
I didn't get a chance to go, but I wanted to go because it was like, this is something that, you know, I don't have to be depressed to go.
No.
Because there's other people that need help. You never know. Y'all three would have been there, but then I could have came over and said this and that, or I could have found a problem I didn't know I had.
Exactly.
With other people, and then the camaraderie, and then just build a family.
Because they used to tell me all the time, like I'm big on the church arena because I grew up in the church, and a lot of things I was taught as a kid are sticking with me right now, and then they jumping out right now, because we were always told that you're overcome by the words of the testimony. So they offer testimony service. And recently I'm in church, and as everybody know, because everybody know me, I'm an open book in a sense. I don't give you the total depths of my struggles or the total depth of my happiness, but I don't hide my tears, because I feel like if I can get on social media and be like, oh, I just finished and got my bachelor's. Oh, I just graduated with this certification. I can also come to you and tell you when my child ain't acting right and she is giving me hell, because I might need a village to help me, right?
You should be.
So I'm in church, and I gave my testimony, hadn't did it in months. And I spoke on my divorce a little bit, and which I recently went through, which put me in a really bad spot for a while, right? But I'm in a better place now. I'm a new me, and things are working. And so through my testimony, a woman that I don't even speak to every Sunday, she's crying. I don't know why. I just started asking God to help her, right? Baby, when I tell you, she stood up and she pointed at me, she said, you just spoke my life.
Jesus.
What you just went through, I'm going through right now. But you are confirmation that God gonna see me through it. And no matter what, if he brought me to it, he gonna bring me through it. That I'm not stuck. I'm not bound right here.
And that right, just the fact that you're not stuck. You like, if I could just make it through. Like, you are going to make it through.
Can I see a little bit of sunlight coming out?
That's all some people need. That's all I would need. I just need, hey, let me know I'm going in the right direction.
And everything we watch on social media, that's just like we watching Love and Hip Hop, right? These are everyday people. Now, I think they fight a little bit too much for me. I ain't got time for all that money I got. I would be doing a whole lot of other stuff with it, right? But everyday people dealing with struggles we dealing with. Because I always said Richmond needs its own reality show.
I believe that.
Hello? We got enough people around here doing the same thing them people doing for us to make it big. I tell everybody it's enough hustle out here for everybody. We can all win. But I wanted to ask you this. Outside of just going home and sitting down and get comfortable, what else keeps you from walking up and down McDonald Avenue? Things we used to do, walking to Nicholas Park and stuff like that.
It's time. Because I'm definitely not scared.
Okay.
Because actually I walked down there. I did a podcast maybe a month ago, and then me and Rave walked down there, and I just took pictures.
Oh, okay.
I actually took pictures of a homeless lady, and I put it on Instagram, and I just took pictures of Richmond. I took a picture of the barbershop across the street, but I really think it's time. And I don't know, like, why am I not? But I do now. But what kept me before was, it was just, I just didn't have the time. I didn't feel like it. I just didn't feel like it. It was like, what does this place have to offer me? What am I going to gain from walking from here to here? I see now that, because I did it that day, we walked from here all the way down to, what is that, Marina Bay? Harbor Way.
Probably Harbor Way.
We saw about 5 or 6 people. He knew 3, I knew 2. It's just people that you don't see, and you just need to walk the city. I mean, come outside. Come outside.
And it's crazy because it's our city. So I hear people all the time. So like right now with me, like I told you, I'm getting ready to make a move, and I'm stepping out on a whole lot of faith. Right? I got a whole family there, and I have another option, but I'm stepping out on faith, and I hear people saying, there's nothing in Richmond left. I keep hearing it, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot in Richmond. People do not even know about all the grants they give for Black women who open their own businesses.
Yeah.
All this money to invest in us. But because we don't feel like it, and we done got slumped in our comfort zones, and we stuck with these jobs that's paying us enough to pay the bills, but not paying us enough to set some foundation for our kids when we leave here, because we all gonna go, right?
Yep.
And you don't want your kids to be dependent on folks. And so we don't come outside, or when we do come outside, we get in our cars and hit the highway, and we go, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I was gonna leave here, I said I'm gonna go on over here to the taqueria, right? Up 23rd. Right, so I'm gonna go over there because I like their food.
Yeah.
But now I'm sitting here and I got a Black business owner right here.
Yeah.
Let me go test out this sandwich or what else they may have. So I'm gonna spend my money today in my neighborhood. But we gotta come outside. There's a lot left in Richmond.
It is.
But we are allowing people to take it from us.
And that's how I think of it now. I didn't before, because I would say people have this. Not all our people, but just people in general, they have a thing of like, they're taking this from us. They're taking this from us. We're victims. We the victims. Right. So I'm trying not to say, people moving in and taking what's ours. What I'm saying is, I left. Right. Because I didn't want to live in North.
Exactly. It's just some places I'm not going to live.
I'm tired of being shot at. I'm tired of bullet holes. I'm tired of it. So I left. So it's not gentrification when you give it up. It's like, you remember the kids that used to leave stuff on the, you took my block. You left it. You left it.
Oh my God. And we were just, and it's crazy because we were just in our little session, our little group yesterday, and we were talking about making excuses. And I say, and I tell people all the time, if you knew me last month, 6 months ago, I tell myself I die every day. The old Keyokor, parts of that die every day. I had this thing where I thought people were always picking at me, and I could be right. Yeah. I could be right. You were picking. I feel like, yeah, you were. But I had to stop playing victim because, they did this. Oh, my feelings is hurt. I think it's Taraji P. Henson that has a meme. Her face is on there. It says, you have 5 minutes in the day to be gangster. After that, it's all gone. Put it back together, girl. I say, if it's not going to matter in 5 years what they do or say,
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It does not matter.
I don't even care no more. Like, before I came here, like this morning, I'm like, oh, because I'm battling. I'm dealing with this anxiety. And that's why I tell everybody, I'm human. I'm not superwoman. And when I'm talking to you, I'm talking to me first. So I'm having this anxiety about this move because I just been here so long. And actually in my move, my 18-year-old daughter is going to stay because she graduates this year. But I need to do some stuff right now in the next 3 months. She's good. It's her dad. You know, it's her family.
Yeah.
But I have an anxiety because I've never had that separation. Forget the 2-week vacation they go in the summertime. But to not live together with you.
See her every day.
And I see you every day.
Yeah.
So I'm fearful, right? And I'm dealing with that anxiety. But I'm breaking myself out of that because at the end of the day, I got to step out there. And if I don't make things happen right now, it's not going to happen later. So I'm working for my greater later. In a sense, if you can make that make sense.
And you have to. That's how you accumulate wealth, bravery, courage.
Oh yeah.
That's how you faith. That's how you accumulate all of that by thinking. That's what they say. Plant the seed.
Plant the seed.
And it'll harvest.
You better water it. It's gonna harvest.
Yeah,
you reap what you sow.
That's So the victim thing. I just hate to hear people say, "Well, I can't do that." Like you can't do that.
We're gonna leave that out the vocabulary.
Or they'll tell me why there's no money. So I'm trying to buy real estate in another state, Detroit, Michigan.
Right.
People tell me ain't no money out there.
Right.
I said there's people out there. There's got to be money out there.
There's some money there.
They're renting out there. There's money out there. Nah, but it's low money. So rent is like $600. But if I get 20 units, that's not $600 anymore.
Nobody says that.
And I can't worry about that. I just have to do
And you
what
got to
I have
stop telling people your plans.
Yeah, but the only reason, and that's what people keep saying, and I understand that, but I can't, that negativity doesn't down me. Certain people can do it because I respect what they say, but just somebody that never left the state telling me what's available in the state. Yeah.
Oh, man.
So what I was trying to tell people, my plans is so they can be part of them. So that they can say, oh yeah, that is possible. Like I didn't know you.
So
Africa
watch this.
is here.
Watch this. Everybody can't go where you're going.
No, they can't.
And I said that in one of my videos, right? Everybody can't go where you're going. And what one of my good friends told me was, don't even try to take them.
Yeah.
Because some people are just who they are. And although I tried to take the circle with me, sometimes you just got to branch out and do you for a second. And when you got it all together, because people not going to believe it till they see it. I could tell the people a million times, like I told you, I had to start screenshots and stuff so people can see it. I could tell you people a million times, this girl just told me I saved her life. I don't believe it. They're like, girl, you just, shut up. You just talking.
Taking it the wrong way.
You're taking it the wrong way. But if I put it out there for you to see, I make a believer of you. Now, I may be able to bring you onto the money train. Because we all trying to make some money.
That's all, and pass it down.
And pass it down. Because I can't take, you never, what they used to say, you never seen the U-Haul full of money dragging, well, U-Haul period, following the hearse.
Nope.
You can't take it with you.
Can't take it with
What
you.
we going to do with it? So you might as well make it and share it and then find other ways you can invest it so it can, you want to leave something behind.
So what about the people that you love that no matter what you say, their head is not fitting through this door because they're not listening?
That me and my sister, like my biological sister last night. And it's funny because we were talking about simple stuff. She never listens. You got to tell her like 3 times. So I'm steady telling her my plan because by her being my sister, she needs to know where I'm going and what I'm going to do, right? She ain't listening to me. My niece like, Mama, she talking to you, but she really not listening to me. It's kind of like, she ain't going to believe me till she see me. Then she going to miss me because I'm gone.
But I told you.
I'm going. So I threw it out there. I said, come on, let's all of us as a family go move to this other state and see what we can do. But it's a big thing with, it ain't no money over there. So like you say, we get to calculating. If I'm paying $600 a month and they paying me, say, $20 an hour, but I'm making $20 an hour in California or $22, and I'm paying $2,000 a month,
stands to reason.
Come on now, I'm going to need you to figure it out. Do the math. Make it make sense for you. There is money other places. They're like, oh, but there ain't nothing to do over there. It's not this many black people that I don't gotta live with y'all. I don't gotta live with all the black people. Yeah, you know, it's and she's just like, I don't know. But we get stuck in our ways. Yeah. And then some people, and we not talk about my sister no more because I don't want her to think I'm talking about her because she gonna not feed me tonight. But but we have some people who just don't see it if they haven't seen it. There's no vision. None. Or very low vision.
None vision.
Hello. Yeah. You got to see it. You better, I'm a self-visionary. There we go. I'm going to just say it.
I mean, that's the difference. Now, there are some people, and I know them, that can make you see their vision.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm not about to talk to everybody like that. Right. It's just my key people that I wanted to understand, and they don't, so I'm going to have to move forward alone. Mm-hmm. And then everybody will say, well, why you didn't tell me?
Then they gonna get the one to come right then. I'm be like, you wasn't over there when I was starving.
See, and then that's my other question. So what do you do? What do you do when they do come back and say, oh, I see now? Do you just welcome them into the? I think it should be some kind of a.
That's crazy because if I can use my little cousin Michael Crabtree for example, right? So Michael is some years, like maybe 14 years, my junior. So when he got drafted into the NFL, we had been watching him for years play Texas Tech and all that. So I followed him. So when he came here, I hadn't been around him a lot. So he happened to be reminded of who I am. I'm your big cousin. Yeah. Right? So he got all this money now. He drafted. He playing for the Niners. They paying him. Right? He doing his thing.
You get money, yeah.
I'm the type of person where I don't want to jump on the bandwagon. Yeah. I appreciate the sweets for the games and, the dinners afterwards, but it's my family that I'm so excited about seeing. But I can tell you, I watched people that hadn't even seen him as a child, or even his daddy for that sake, want autographed jerseys. Yeah. Oh, you're going to give me some tickets. Give me some tickets. You don't just get the accent. And what I love about him, he's so humble, right? Yeah. If you're a family, you're a family. You feel me? So you come through, you family. But I ain't finna be giving up all this and that. I'm going to treat you like family. You going to eat with us.
Because it still costs him.
It still costs him. Yeah. Y'all think he just getting it for free. And I use him for free as an example because people that don't want to come with you in the struggle, they ain't out there shooting with you in the gym. Yeah. Soon as you get on, they want to be there. Yeah, and he, for me, was the prime example. I watched it. You feel me? But, you got those ride or dies that's been there day one. They in there. And he deals with family like that. If you're a family, I'm treating you like family. Oh, yeah, you come to Thanksgiving. Oh, yeah, you can eat with us. But I ain't finna go in my pocketbook
and get nothing.
Get to buying you jerseys so you can get them autographed. Come on now.
And make money off of it.
And make money off of it.
You're not finna hold that.
Yeah, me, I hold mine. I just told him you going to quit switching teams because I ain't buying no more jerseys. Matter of fact, I'm going to wear my Crabtree jersey on Sunday to somebody's 49er party because I don't like them.
They have one here.
Are they? Well, I'm going to have it on.
They having one
here. I'm going to have it on. Yeah. I'm just going to do it.
I mean, that's your family. That's your family. That's my thing. I don't think, it sounds callous for me to say it, right. But it's just, why would I invite you in to make money when I wasn't making money?
And you can't tell me one time you watched me do anything as I'm playing in school, Yeah. We were faithful, my mom before she passed. Faithful watching his games when they played on TV. Yeah. My nephew, faithful in that. And it wasn't because, he might be a star one day. We have some up and coming athletes that their parents are from the heart of Richmond. And I'm watching these babies get these draft notices, and it's a good feeling to me because I watched this one mom work her behind off to make sure her son stayed out of Richmond streets with all the chaos. That baby worked his way to the top. He getting draft notices everywhere. Yeah. It's his time. And what I love about that is she's a black mama that did what she had to do to get her son where he is going now. Because what's for you is for you. You ain't got to chase it. We got to put that work in there. But if it's already your destiny, you ain't got to chase it. It's coming.
Especially if you believe it.
Oh that's you got to believe.
Yeah, the people don't believe. That's a sad thing that people. There's certain people that don't even believe they're worth anything. Like you could tell how they move, how they talk.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I used to talk the same way. Like, oh, yeah, you look just like your mama. I'm like, yeah, well. I mean, I look like a woman. So everything I say used to be like a negative thing on myself. Like, well, yeah. No, you look good in that. You look good. Yeah, but if I take these off, I look like
You know what?
look like a melted chocolate stick or some drumstick. You don't want to see this.
Yeah, you was your own problem.
Yeah, I was my worst enemy. But it's changing now. I mean, it ain't different, but it's changing.
Right.
And that's all I can hope for.
Right.
But like
that
you
wonderful
said,
thing called growth.
Growth, yeah. And most
we
people
all
don't have it.
We all have an issue that we don't know about. We don't realize it at first.
Yeah. And you think the problem is something else because you keep having these problems, but you keep having these problems.
So again, did you see the thing I posted on Instagram? It's a meme and it says, I'm changing me because I know I am a problem. See, and it's stuff like that people don't get. They're like, oh, you reading, you don't even reread that. Read that again for me.
Say it out loud.
I'm changing me because I know I am a problem. So when people give me questions like, well, how did you do this? Well, I'm going to just be specific. Well, how did your marriage end? Well, let's just say this. I had a problem with some things that were being done. I didn't like it. So I started to feel like, oh, since you're doing this, I'm going to make you feel like I'm doing this, right? So I became a problem in my own marriage too, in a sense.
Yeah.
I'm not going to take the responsibility of it failing, but I contributed to it because I didn't have to play that game.
Yeah. No,
I could have said, you know what, it's going to work itself out. We're going to figure it out or we not. But I wanted you to feel some type of way.
About what he was doing.
I mean, it's a natural effect.
That's what everything
And I tell people, I am my problem. My own problem at times. I tell people all the time, let's stop being our own stumbling blocks. We, as women, I'm going to say that first, we have to learn to stop being so controlling. Because I'm a Virgo. And I promise people don't believe in the zodiac sign. If you don't, I just read mine because it just be hitting right on the money, right? All us Virgos act alike. It's just in us. I used to be dramatic as a kid. I used to be a liar. I just grew up out of that because I'm like, that's not no good. But I still know him. My daughter, I dealt with her just being a lying little cat for years. I'm like, when you gonna stop? You know I know you're lying. But it was the trait. Every little thing hurt her feelings. You know, my little daughter, I don't like to call her my stepdaughter, but my inherited daughter from the marriage. Virgo. So mind you, I got 3 Virgos in one house. Oh, man. Everybody, the 2 kids just lying. They dramatic. As soon as I tell her to go clean up her room, she crying. So here come daddy playing Captain Save a Crybaby. Wow. Then you got the teenager one. She can't lie to tell the truth to save her life because she's trying to take my dollar to buy a blunt. I ain't going to do it. I lost my bus pass. Can you give me? No, you didn't. You're trying to buy a Swisher with my dollar. No, walk to school.
Walk to school.
And it's not just that. It's like I had to learn on the job. I couldn't be so defensive all the time. You have to be able to take constructive criticism. Forgive my words. Just because it's constructive, you don't got to be sarcastic about it. So I was one of the ones, I'm on the defense. Don't talk to me like that. I don't like that. And then I learned, I can't talk to the bosses like that. Girl, you're going to be a problem for yourself.
Well, because they'll get rid of you.
Because they will get rid of you.
Yeah.
And now I'm over here with my depression and anxiety because I ain't contributing to the household. See, that's why I say my whole thing go back to depression and anxiety because everything in life, all aspects.
Yeah.
It evolves and it includes some of it.
When does the excuses stop? How do you come to terms and then stop doing excuses? Because there's a lot of people, that's what they do. Yep. They was like, well, my mama left me. My mama did it. My sister did. And it's like, yeah, but they didn't put the crack to your mouth. They didn't send you to, why are you taking these Molly pills? So how did you reach that point where you said, this is silly?
When I realized, because I say people do it, we're ignorant. And people think when you call them ignorant, you call them stupid. Ignorant is really, you don't know, you're not aware. Yeah. So you're ignorant to the fact of things. So when I became knowledgeable and I realized that I was being my own stumbling block, because it's why you have it. If you're not happy in your job, stop making excuses for this job because you're comfortable. Come about that comfort zone. Okay, so I need this certification or I need this experience for this job. Let me go over here and do some more schooling. Let me go over here and work a little bit longer here and take that's negative that they're giving me so I can build my experience so my resume looks better. Yep. Turn it into a positive. So now I get I got to change me for everything for me to change. Nothing changes if nothing changes. So I stopped wanting to be a problem for my own self, not just in my marriage or my parenting, but in my friendships. Because I had to learn too. I got to learn to be okay with not being invited. Because, when you got your best friend and then she got an extra friend and the extra friend might not like you, so now you can't come to the party. And I'm like, shoot, I'll be cute. I'm the life of the party, but they don't want to. We got to learn to not be so emotional about everything around us. Yeah. So I stop making excuses and stop making excuses for people.
Yeah, that's the thing. Hey, when you said that, it made sense to me because everybody, something go on, they be like, oh, why you didn't go? Why you wasn't there? Like, nobody invited me. Nah, you could just show up and da-da-da. I'm like, man,
I ain't know that.
When you need some money, you know how to call me. When you need help moving, when you want this dirt moved, you call me. Why you just can't call me to say, invite? Now, I ain't really emotional about it. I'm just
you feel some type of way.
Just aware.
The human nature feels some type of way. Because now you become more aware of the things they invite you to and the things you don't get invited to. Yeah. And in my head, I'm the same all the time, so y'all can go kick it over here. But then when y'all want to do this over here, so you only see me on this level. You have to pay attention to what people don't say as well. Yeah. What people don't do.
Because that speaks louder usually than the words do. They're like, I didn't, and then they'll tell you, I didn't even think of you.
I didn't even think how you didn't think of me.
That's my point.
But when you was talking about me, you was thinking I was heavy on your mind. Yeah. So now my mom used to always say, don't let them see you sweat. Give them something. If you're going to give them something to talk about, give them something real to talk about. Because people will hate you for how other people love you. So I found that out too. When I wasn't getting invited for some stuff, it was because they didn't like how the other friend was loving me because I was just me. So I'm okay with you not liking me because I love me enough for everybody.
That's crazy.
And we're going to start making excuses for people. So I listen to, they have a lot of these sessions with the mothers that have lost their kids. And a lot of have, senseless deaths and stuff like that. And some parents enable their kids. And then you're crying. You're understanding the hurt of it. And when I'm saying we got to stop making excuses for people, when you created the problem or helped doing it, and you don't want to admit it, stop making an excuse for
That's
you
a problem. Yeah.
And them. When you allow your kids to go to school and these schools get to sending you all these truancy notices and stuff like your kids ain't at school, stop making excuses for you and your child. When you are not doing what you're supposed to do on the job.
And stop buying them Jordans if you're doing the stuff that you ain't supposed to be doing.
I'm not going to say nothing because you can spend your money how you want, but my kids didn't get it when they weren't doing what they were supposed to. Because I'm just gonna raise a cute dummy.
I was gonna say you set them up for failure.
And then when I leave here, you got them Jordans, but you ain't got nothing else to fall back on.
And you ain't learned nothing.
And you ain't learned nothing. Go to the job. But I'm gonna make an excuse for my child because I enabled them. It starts with self. I quit looking outside. I'm gonna look in the mirror and be like, okay, Keyokor, you flawed. Baby, you gotta work on that. You don't have to say something every time you think it. Yeah. I learned to be quiet.
I didn't stop doing that. Well, because let me tell you what I thought I was doing. Mm-hmm. What I thought I was doing was giving people the truth.
Oh.
People don't
want the truth.
Yeah. That's not even the truth that they think that. So it's a person who can't even pay some of their bills and doing this and, doing all these other things. And you tell them, well, stop buying these red bottom shoes. Stop buying all of this other stuff. Mm-hmm. You don't know me like that. I do know. You borrowing $300 from me so you can make this payment, but nigga, stop buying these $300 purses.
So you can make that payment.
So you can make the payment. So yeah, like you say, even
make it make sense. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that and that's crazy because some people's truth is not the truth. It's all.
And that's where we have to. And I say that all the time. I have to be okay with you being who you are. We get we want to, and we get in these relationships. That's what we do. I'm not a person, I'm not going to force you to do anything. I'm going to give you. I'm not going to lay down, I expect you to do this, because that facade is there. Yeah. People, for the surface, you're going to pretend to be who you think I want you to be. So I'm going to show you how to love me and how to treat me. And eventually, if you don't get it together, okay, I'm exiting stage left. And when you get it together and start to realize that you want to give me what I require, because what I require I can reciprocate.
Yeah.
Right? When you decide you want to do that, I'll tell everybody a trying man and woman is everything. Let me see it. Because again, everybody hasn't been taught how to love. Everybody hasn't been taught how to be a friend.
Nope.
I have a friend right now, love her to death. She crazy in the Betsy bug, but she has me and this one other friend. And we used to be like not friends altogether, separate friends. But now we become a circle. We like the Three Musketeers in a sense, right? Me and the other friend, the outsider friend to me, we're stronger in a sense. So the other friend, the middle friend, she would say, I'm just not as good as friend as y'all. Work on it.
Yeah.
Work on it.
You said it. You said your own thing.
So you know it.
You know, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
And she's getting better with some things. But I have to allow you to be who you are. I can't press stuff up on you.
No.
Because then it's not genuine. And me, I want the real. Forget the fake.
Yeah, because then they act a certain way.
Then you act a certain way.
Yeah,
and what I love about us, we going to tell the raw, uncut truth to everybody. But if I press upon you, you don't give me the real. If I'm too emotional and sensitive, you're going to be like, I don't feel like hurting her feelings because it's going to be all this other stuff. Now she going to play victim and now I'm the enemy. You feel me? That's me with my kids. Dealing with that. I'm like, oh my God, I can't tell him because now he's going to want to play good parent. I'm the bad parent. I ain't going to do it. You just going to be we going to be parents and you going to do your thing and I'm going to do mine. we going to come together and meet. Man. We can agree to disagree, right? We should be able to, but everybody can't do that. So again, we got to let people be who they are. Because if you don't get them. I don't want that other you. I don't know that you. I don't know.
They ain't doing that.
They don't do it.
Yeah, they give. I know a couple dudes that do what they think the people want, and women. That's probably more women than I know that do it than men. But
man,
and
men are better at concealing it.
Oh, maybe that is it.
So we were talking about some of the suicide thoughts and stuff earlier, remember? So you get these people, and I use relationship because I get a lot of questions about relationships. So you get these relationships, and then now it's falling apart because you're not standing up being the man you said you was going to be. And this woman that allowed you to sit around and try to get it together, because you keep trying, but it don't never come together, right? So eventually she gets tired, and now she's done pulled away, all strings detached. So now she gone. You doing you. You over here trying to have, so you having suicide thoughts. You didn't talk to people about it. You going crazy. But you, as a man, were taught that it's not okay to be vulnerable in front of others. It's not okay to cry. So y'all hide it more. And now that depression and anxiety just keep building up, right? Women, we just like heart on our sleeves. We just wear like we writing 10-page letters and stuff in the text messages.
Oh my God.
He go. And it's that thing that says he pretends not to care and she pretends not to miss him. That doesn't work. The ego gotta die.
How can it work?
So men have this real strong facade. Oh, it's big for men because you were taught, most of them, not okay to cry, not okay to be vulnerable. We gotta be hard. I'm the man.
Yeah.
I'm not a man if I'm soft. Every man, I believe, is looking for a soft place to lay his head and where he can expose his fears. Women,
I believe that,
are just more. What do you call that? They exhibit it more. It's easier for us to be emotional. We good at crying because some of us just want to be baby. There ain't nothing wrong with you.
Yeah.
You're dramatic. Like I told you, my Virgo girls, dramatic. They're gonna cry for everything. Now you're gonna feel bad. You're gonna give me what I want temporarily.
That's what they think. And that's the other thing that I stopped doing. I stopped feeding it. It's me though, but I stopped feeding into it. They like, so I ain't gonna say names, but there's people.
We ain't gonna tell no names because then they gonna cuss us out later.
Yeah, because it's the truth. And plus I told them to their faces. So what happened was, so you say, man, this girl need clothes. My baby need clothes. I don't know what to do. I don't know how I'm gonna get this. And I'm a problem solver. I'm like, oh, well, I got this, I got that, I can do this. And I had to step back. I can't do that anymore. I can't offer what you really never asked for. They don't really ask for it. They just put this problem in your lap and say.
Especially if they know my friend is a problem solver.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up because we wonder why sometimes God don't bless us with some stuff. Because we always want to be the problem solver. You can't. Everybody deserves to be saved, but you can't save everybody. Again, everybody can't go where you're going, and stop trying to take them. But it's funny because I used to always like, oh, you ever say, Lord, can I just win the lottery? I'm gonna show you. I know how to act. But I figured God didn't bless me with a lot of things because I was too busy trying to take people with me that He wasn't ready to bless. Because everybody can't get $1 million.
Everybody know.
Everybody can't get $10,000. You ain't gonna know how to act before you know it, it's gone. Now you're crazy again. But we can't always be the problem solver.
Yeah.
And I'm that too. That's why I say I'm a giver rather than a taker because you can't be lacking. And I used to be like that all the time. I knew you was lacking something and I knew you messed off your money, but I don't want you to suffer. I had to back about that thing too. As I'm still a giver over a taker, but I'm not about to be your rescue.
No.
All the time.
Your crutch. I'm not going to be your crutch.
Because I'm handicapping you.
And you are.
I'm handicapping you.
And that's true. Because now it's like you never did have to get up and get out and do something.
Right.
Because somebody always taking care of you.
Because my friend got it.
Yeah.
I'm over here. And that's just like with these friends. Well, not just friendship, but these relationships. People get married for financial reasons.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I'm confused. So that's where we go back to people are not loving, they're surviving. Because a lot of people were born and raised into a survival, so that's all they know. And I'm dealing with a situation right now where I'm watching a person, we talk about not think that much of themselves. Don't believe that you're more than that. So I'm dealing with a person, early 50s. And at that age, you think,
got it all.
You got to know you're worth more than that. But because this person all of their life has given to everybody else, I only got them phone calls when it was something needed. I need you to handle this. I need you to do this. Oh, I don't have no money. Can you pay my rent? You know, that type of stuff. Yeah. But was always given the bottom of the barrel, right? So now in this new chapter in their life, when they running into people that loves them genuinely for them, they don't know how to accept it. It just don't feel right. Yeah. So you know how a person can do good for so long and then all of a sudden they go back because that's all I know?
Yeah.
And I'm steady saying, you got to free yourself from bondage. But check this out. I can't drag you to the water, push your head in there and make you drink it.
No, that's assault.
But I'm going to keep being that unconditional friend.
You should be.
I'm going to keep telling you you're worth more than they sell you. I'm going to keep telling you, you can do better. I'm just not going to be like, oh, hey, I know you know better than that. No, there's ways of doing stuff.
Because people are more receptive to certain things. Somebody will be like, you better than that. You're like, you know what? I am. But other people, you got to be like.
Yeah, because you can't say stuff.
Yeah, you can't.
Sometimes you just got to put it out there and be like, oh, you know what? This is opening up for this. Ooh, it say 500 slots. Oh, you better hurry up. It just started. You might get in there at 20. Yeah. It's just crazy that.
Say, didn't you say you wanted to paint one day? Didn't you say it? Yeah, dude. Go paint. Go do. Be you. Be a better you.
Be a better you. I don't even think the person sees it. The person is becoming, they're separating themselves from all those takers. So they're weeding them out. I don't even think the person sees it themselves. I see it because I'm listening to the conversations now. And then I'm hearing, I thought about this because I want to do this. So now they're thinking a little more.
That's huge.
And it's not, oh, I know I can't. I'm not hearing the I can'ts no more because I'm big on, I can't, don't exist in this vocabulary or in this conversation because you can do whatever you put your mind to. So now I'm seeing, and like I say, being around a new circle of people that are about more than just taking.
I think that's the key, really.
Yes.
If you're around a bunch of takers, how you gonna get anything?
Where you gonna get from? Yeah. You're too busy giving people the shoes off your feet, and now you ain't got nothing to wear. Your socks got holes in them because you just ain't nobody. And then when they come up, they leveling up financially. You sitting over here in the struggle.
Too proud to say something.
Ain't nobody won't feed you. They got the boosters, and you can't even get them to get their boosters. Still nothing for you to wear. But I'm gonna give you my shoes off my feet that somebody just bought me as a Christmas present. Come on now, we got to do better.
The first thing they say is, "Well, you didn't say nothing.
You didn't say nothing.
You didn't say you needed nothing.
Well, did you say you needed it? You just was like, I gotta get some stuff together for this over here, and I automatically start thinking because I'm the problem solver. I start thinking, well, how can they get this together to make that happen?
Because I want this to happen. Yeah,
making more problems for myself. I ain't got time. I don't need it.
Yeah, that's the thing. When y'all doing another workshop?
Another segment. So the next one is gonna be themed fear. And it's going to talk about all aspects of it. And we're working on the date right now. We just got to get some collaboration together. And more than likely, it'll still be Veterans Hall right here at 968 23rd Street in the heart of Richmond, California. And so I'm just putting the dates together. Like I said, we were together yesterday in a session, and we're talking about some stuff. And it's crazy because while we're talking about everything about everybody else, we're going through some of that same stuff ourselves. And that's why I always be like, we. Yeah. I ain't singling me out. I said I ain't. Not I am not. I ain't singling me out, okay? Because I am here, and I'm bold with it, and I got struggles like everybody else. So we're going to talk about this thing, fear. And I told you earlier, I said I used to believe that money was the root of all evil. No. I am adamant in my belief that fear is the root of all evil. Fear will stop you from getting money. That what we used to think was the root of all evil. Yeah. Fear will stop you from having a better life, being healthier. I hear people all the time, I don't want to go to the gym. They're going to be watching me and I'm fat. Well, I'm fat too. And when I was going down to my dance classes, the trainer there, he would video. Y'all know I don't care. Everything, well, I don't care. I'm going to shake it on off. That's just me. So some people not as strong as me. So we need to be an advocate for people that don't have it in them. Yeah. Help pull them out sometimes. Sometimes you got to physically be hands-on.
And lend them your strength.
Strength. And it's the hardest thing for me to do is lend it to other people when I'm struggling. But I'm going to do it anyway. Because when I woke up this morning, I said I was fine. Got off my bus. I'm like, oh, let me throw my little shoes on. Because I got on flip-flops on the bus this morning, right? Like, let me throw my shoes on. I got to hurry up and get here. Phone call came through. 10 minutes later, I was like, I can't take it no more. I'm about to quit. I'm just about to I catch myself. No, you ain't. We ain't quitting. We ain't giving up. We ain't giving in. I say bring myself back together because it's a purpose here. So I can't let that die. So it's going to be about fear, you guys, the fear of the unknown, fear of change, fear of just, even when you know the outcome, because somebody say, okay, we got this check written out for you, right? Go ahead, this check is written out for you. It's about to be deposited in your account in 72 hours. I'm one of the people, I ain't doing it till my eggs hatch. I need to see my check in my hand, they cash it. Because they may hold it and I done went and bought something. Even when you can see some stuff lied out for you, we're still fearful of it. Yeah. And it's attacking us in all ways, in all aspects of life. And that fear brings about, again,
anxiety and depression.
You can't run from it. People with all the money in the world, you wake up, your bank account say $200 million. But them kids acting a fool, and you high off this, you playing with your nose, or you sticking needles in your arm, or you got diabetes and you got to stick yourself every day with a needle, or you're pregnant and you're going through some stuff, you don't know how that's going to come out, so you anxious and nervous because you're trying to have a baby for how many years, and you finally get pregnant, and you got to go through all this turmoil to get it. Then you finally get you a man you've been begging for, and I tell everybody, slow down on the relationship, take your time, because you get the man you've been begging for, and when you get over there, he look good. But he ain't good for you. Or she come in, you want the finest little Coke bottle shape there is, but she can't cook, don't clean up, and
ain't trying.
So you better slow down.
Yeah, to know what you really want.
Right, just take your time. I tell everybody, stop rushing our time. So this year in 2020, me too. I'm in a rush to get up and go because I'm just ready to see what's going to happen. Yeah. Every day I'm saying, Keyokor, slow down. Don't just get a plane ticket and ship your car to Texas and go right now because I'm ready to go. Yeah. Right? Slow down. Stop rushing the time because you are blocking what God has in store for you. We didn't make it into 2020 just to rush through this life because there's a purpose we're here. Some didn't make it, right? So they served their purpose. He was done with them. He ain't done with me till I'm like 115. Okay? I'm changing my own diapers. Forget that. So stop rushing the time, you guys. We got to slow it down. If I hadn't got to 2020, we wouldn't be sitting here.
Nope.
It wouldn't happen.
Can't happen.
Hey, this is my first podcast. I feel special. 2020 is the year. It's mine.
Last, though. It won't be the last.
It's my year.
When you said that she's doing, the other lady is doing a podcast.
She has podcasts. You guys look up Kashinda Wilson. She's Cash the Motivator. She's on Instagram and Facebook. On Instagram, I think she's only one Cash. And Facebook, she's Cash the Motivator. She does a blog every morning. She has a lot going on. Listen to her. She's the average woman with the average things going on in life, but she's positive and she's extraordinary in her beliefs. But she doesn't only just talk it, she walking that walk.
Yeah.
She was my dance coach, and I'm talking about, us big girls, they be like, oh, yeah, okay. No, she getting it. I used to pray to God her knees would start hurting. I'm like, because I'm tired. Can you make her knees? Slow yourself. But she's wonderful. Feel me? She's an extraordinary black woman. Yeah. She making moves. She traveling.
That's good.
They have a seminar this weekend for couples, singles, love, marriage, divorce, just love all, because we fond of love. I don't care. It's going to I believe it's in Oakland. So it's through Eventbrite. And you can look it up. It's called Blazers and Stilettos. I believe the tickets are $30. But Blazers and Stilettos through Eventbrite. And it is tomorrow. Today, Friday? Oh,
today
Lord,
is Friday.
see, little anxiety, and I didn't forgot the dates. I don't got to work tomorrow. Thank God, Jesus.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, Saturday, February the 1st. Blazers and Stilettos, Eventbrite. And it's going to be dynamic.
Yeah. This ain't going to be. This is 14th. This is going
to
be.
Jesus. You let me forget that.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah, okay, forget it. Well, just remember Cash the Motivator.
Yeah, because she's gonna have more than that. Because, like I said, if this is something you like, I can show you how to do whatever you need to do.
It can happen. Anything can happen. I like this because I like to talk anyway.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. You could do it like a little 30-minute one. Upload every week. So you get out of church and be like, oh, the word was this or the word was that. Or you can do it Saturday night. Right. You can do it whenever you want to do it every week, and then can get sponsors, or if you get that many people, then somebody will reach out to you and be like, you want to monetize it, and then you get money. You have to say like, hey, today we eating crispy crunchy chicken. You gotta say something. But
it ain't wrong, because I like that chicken, y'all. I don't know what they talk about. KFC went out the door when that gas station chicken hit.
Gas station chicken, that's what they call it too.
So they got that. Try that sweet and sour. Them wings, they got sweet and sour at Crispy Crunchy. You gotta order it.
Oh, I never.
Oh, yeah, that's some good stuff. Finger looking good.
I never had it before.
I said, hey.
Because it irritated me that it's so many people feeding off black people.
Yeah.
That irritates me.
The music. The dress. And that's crazy because we got white women wanting to look like us. And then we going out here to buy all this body to look like them. Ain't it crazy? The irony. Yeah. But we got it naturally because black don't crack. I'm looking at them be 40 years old, and I'm 43, and I thank God I don't look like what I've been through.
Because there's people that do.
That's all I'm saying.
It's people that do.
That's all I'm saying. I don't have a lot to say, but what I always say. So you can find me at 1976me on Instagram. I'm Keyokor, Keykor, last name spelled Callins on Facebook. Instagram is an open page. Find me there. Talk to me, DM me, instant message me. I'm always open to hear your opinions, your suggestions. You need some comfort. Let me lend you my voice. Let me be that ear to listen. I am a fond believer, you guys, that somebody in this world has what you need, and somebody in this world needs what you have to offer. Don't block your blessings. Stop being your own stumbling block. Step out on faith, you guys. Go get your destiny on your power.
That's the episode. How do you view you? Hit her up. If you need somebody to talk to, don't kill yourself.
Don't kill yourself.
Don't kill yourself.
No giving up, no giving in. Life is worth living. Trust me.
Bro.
There's life after divorce. There's life after death. There's life after job loss. There is life after disability. Do not give up. Do not give in.
Boom. We out.
I like that boom.